Now, if you didn't know, Insomniac's Wolverine game was leaked, and we saw a lot of gameplay slices, and what we basically got a feel what the game will be like when it's finally released. And of course, there's Insomniac Simps in the comment section saying, "Oh, guys, we need to give it a fair shot, guys. It's not the final version." And I just, man, this defense squad is really pathetic for this one because the whole thing is it's not about what the game will finally be like exactly. It gives you an idea of what they're going for. They're going for a God of War 2018 slash Ragnarok kind of thing, and no one wants that for a Wolverine game. No one wants it to be slow paced and boring and uninteresting and about Logan being in touch with his true feelings or anything like that. No one wants that. We want a fast paced, gory, action, like we just want to mow down enemies as Wolverine. That's literally the only expectation for a Wolverine game. But they won't go for that, and instead they'll probably go for the typical Sony cinematic action slop that everyone will eat up anyway and praise it as a masterpiece inevitably. But a lot of people are saying we should give Insomniac like the benefit of the doubt. We know their standards. We know it's going to be a good game. And will it be a good game? It'll be a well-made game, but it won't be a good game. Look at their last three games. Miles Morales was basically a watered-down version of 2018. It was uninteresting. It wasn't good. The story was horrible. The gameplay, Miles like has additions that I think are unique and kind of cool, but I still prefer 2018 over Miles Morales. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was repetitive, and it was honestly really disappointing because I was expecting quality from it, and I was expecting to enjoy it because it has a lot of elements to it that seem like they'll be enjoyable, but then they keep repeating the same things over and over again, trying to like mix it up and do something different, so it flops there. Spider-Man 2, oh my god, the gameplay additions are horrible. The only good thing at Spider-Man 2 is web swinging. The story is just god awful. Even the acting at times is just weird, and I don't understand why. Like, how do you mess it up that badly compared to 2018? But their Wolverine game, like I said, it looks like to be in the style of the new God of Wars, and you might not know this, but I hate those because of the gameplay. The way it is that they give a character like Kratos or Wolverine slow gameplay, where they have to like attack an enemy 5 times for them to die. Wolverine should be cutting through enemies. That is Wolverine. Kratos should not be struggling with a basic fucking enemy type. That's irritating, and no one wants that. It's God of War. You're supposed to be killing enemies brutally, fast paced, fun. That's another thing too. People don't understand the concept of fun. I had someone that was like, "Oh, you want it to be like a PS2 hack and slash?" Yes, because that's fun. No one wants to play actually I shouldn't say no one because a lot of people like boring games for some reason. People forgot that games are supposed to be fun and focus on the story. They focus on the story, and I don't understand why. It's like you can have a good story with good gameplay. It's not impossible, but instead of asking for that, you settle for just a good story, or to you a good story. Most of them are horrible, which I don't understand why people praise them as masterpieces when their stories aren't good, their gameplay isn't fun, and people praise them anyway. And it makes no sense to me because it's like they're so accepting of filth and slop. And I remember a while ago saying that I had low standards for games. All I wanted was the game to be fun and enjoyable throughout. That's all I wanted from a game. And I said that was low standards. But these people have lower standards than me because they're accepting of trash and then praise it as like masterpieces. And I can't comprehend. And they like to say that I hate video games or I'm a contrarian. No, I just have my own opinions that aren't formed based on popularity, unlike other people. Where if they see a game praised, let's say a game has like a fucking 92 on Metacritic, they're like, oh my god, it's a masterpiece, and then you ask them why, and they'll explain like, oh, because the score. The score doesn't mean anything. Do people not realize that reviews are just glorified opinions that are regurgitated through everyone else because they have no thoughts of their own and they're just a mindless little slave and sheep? I just don't understand people, man. But back to the Wolverine thing. I wanted the game to be good because I was interested in it. When I saw the first trailer, they had a song that I liked that was in the trailer. I thought the bar looked cool. I thought the reveal trailer was honestly great, and I was interested in the game, and I was just waiting to see gameplay and more information. But As time went on, we got barely anything, but then these leaks happened, which showed that you played as Jean Grey as well. That's another thing too. Why does Sony in the sequels like making you play as another character that you don't want to play as? In The Last of Us Part 2, everyone bought that game wanting to play as Ellie. Why were we forced to play as Abby for like half of it? And then with Spider-Man 2, you had to play as Miles and MJ again. And even though Miles has superpowers this time, it still wasn't interesting because his character isn't interesting at all with no real development. And he's just a plain black Peter Parker copycat. And no one wanted to play as him because his story is irrelevant and he's an irrelevant character. Literally in the main plot of Spider-Man 2, Miles has almost no stakes in anything that's happening. And yet, in the final boss, he's the last person you play as when you fight, Venom. He has no personal stakes in the matter. So why are you playing as him? I don't know, man. But, and, what other sequel like that? God of War Ragnarok. You have to play as Atreus for like a portion of the game. No one wants to play as Atreus, bro. He's Kratos' bitch son. No one wants to play as him. He's not an interesting character. He has no real personality. All of his dialogue is horrible. No one likes him. No one liked Atreus. And if you do say you liked Atreus, you're lying to me. And I know you are, because no one did. No one liked Atreus. He's one of the most annoying child characters in any video game. When you think of good child characters, you think of like Ellie from The Last of Us, the original at least. You think of Clementine from The Walking Dead. You don't think of Atreus. No one thinks of Atreus because he's irrelevant. He's boring. He's uninteresting. He's annoying. That's all there is to him. Why do we play as him? We wanted to play as Kratos. We played as Atreus. I don't know why Sony does these certain things, but like, stop doing it. No one wants it. No one likes it. So why do you keep doing it? And then Wolverine, you're gonna play as Jean Grey. Now, someone told me that you play as her for 50% of the game. I don't know if that's true or not personally. But I pray to God that it's not, because no one wants to play as Jean Grey in a Wolverine game. Especially 50% of the game. That would be absolutely abysmal. And honestly, I can see public outcry about that. And then a lot of people were actually pushing back against the leaks, which is surprising to me, because normally the Sony fanboys are on full force, which they are, but there's more people criticizing it than defending it. Of course, there's videos by people saying, oh, we need to give them a chance. It's just leaks. It's not important. I even saw a video like yesterday, I think, that was published, where the guy was basically saying that, we're stupid for getting upset over the leaks or judging the leaks. Dude, the leaks are indicative of what the final game will be styled like. And I know the style, God of War 2018, and I hate the style. I don't want it to be like that. And then people are saying, oh, we should let the developers make games the way they intended. I hate this mindset. It's just like the people that say movies, we should let them be written the way they are. You guys are so fucking irritating to me because you act like we can't criticize anything, or we're just not letting them do what they want to. They can do whatever they want to, but they have to be willing to accept criticism and face it head on instead of being cowards and lashing out their own fan base or something like that. But you're sitting up here sucking their balls off for no reason. They're not paying you. No one, they don't even know who you are. Why are you defending them so vehemently? But they'll be like, oh, you're judging the vision. No, we don't care. We don't care about their vision. If it's bad, I'm going to criticize it because I want to and I have the ability to. Saying stuff like, you can't criticize this because blank is so autistic, because everyone knows damn well that if they don't like a movie or a game, that they will say something about that. And if someone asks them about that, they'll be like, oh, I don't like that because X, Y, Z, whatever. So you saying, oh, you can't criticize it because it's what they want it to be. I don't care. They expect me to spend $70 of my money on this game. I'm allowed to criticize whatever I want about it. That's why I don't understand why people are so, they always suck these companies off so hard. And it's like, you're not a shill because you're not getting paid. So what are you doing with your life? Do something. Do something else other than defend it so hard. It's just pathetic and it makes you look like a loser, especially the grown men doing it. Like, I can understand a child doing it, but a 20 to 30-year-old man defending Sony this hard is pathetic and you're a loser. You should see these grown men in the comment sections that are pissed about like Spider-Man 2 not getting Game of the Year, or people getting upset over the Wolverine leaks. Honestly, this might be a hot take. I'm glad the game leaked because we get to see what they were doing this whole time and we get to criticize it. If the game didn't leak, I wouldn't even know it looked like that until a gameplay trailer came out. So I'm glad that I know beforehand that I won't be buying this game. And it's gonna be bad, and I know it is. And that's just that, and I'm okay with that. I've accepted it already that the game will be bad, just like how Blade will probably be bad because made by Arcane, and we all know how they fell off so hard. So yeah, thank you all for watching the video. If you liked it, make sure you subscribe and like the video and share it to your friends or whatever. I just want subscribers and likes because I want money. And yeah.